Welcome
to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio.
I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
It looks like you lost another one.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim. You know, we just said all that.
You know, we just said that. I'm saying it again.
All right, so we have to come back on to talk about the another black man killed in Minnesota.
Wait, hold on. Just to say another man. I don't want to do another black man. That's what the media is doing, and I really don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it's just another innocent child taken from this earth by senseless police.
Well,
mistakes.
let's play that. We'll play the video so you guys can see what happened.
Share the screen.
We'll
Today
let you guys
is
see. This happened on Sunday,
April 15th, 2021.
and this happened this past Sunday.
Share that screen. Play it. Make it big. Oh shit. Oh wait, are you fast forwarding it?
No.
Is that the fucking clip?
As you can hear,
That's
the
all I
officer,
need.
while struggling with Mr. Wright. As you can hear, the officer, while struggling with Mr. Wright, shot
This one's got a taser.
That's not a taser.
Oh,
That's a gun.
his taser several times. That is part of the officer's training prior to deploying a taser, which is
What
a
is
less
a
lethal device.
fucking gun in her
That is
hand?
done to make her partners aware, as well as the subject, that a taser deployment will be imminent. During this encounter, however, the officer drew their handgun instead of their taser. For informational purposes, we train with our handguns on our dominant side and our taser on our weak side. So if you're right-handed, you carry your firearm on your right side and you carry your taser on the left. As I watch the video and listen to the officer's commands, it is my belief that the officer
What's the gun in her
Taser
hand?
right
deploy
there.
their taser.
Yeah,
but instead
taser's
shot
yellow.
Mr. Wright
She has a
with a
fucking
single
gun in
bullet.
her hand.
got the yellow tip.
This
Yeah.
appears to me, from what I viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge. It
No.
resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright.
Is he the chief of police?
Yeah, he's.
That's
the
why
police.
he was
All right,
asked to
let's-
resign too.
Yeah.
That's why the mayor made him resign too.
No. They did it by themselves. What do you mean? I'll tell
I
you.
don't think so. I think the mayor made him do it.
No, they did. Well, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Like brought up to him.
Yes.
But
Like
You know-
this is the way to come down the city is you two need to resign.
all right, now listen.
I get you saying I'll tase you. Maybe it wasn't done intentionally, but the fact is she's not a rookie. She's a
26 years?
year veteran.
26 years veteran. All right, I have makeshift stuff here. Fake gun.
Not real at
Not
all.
real at all.
BB gun.
BB gun. Fake taser, but light. It's not about the ones that they got. It's about the fact that a gun, a taser, there's a different weight. No matter if it's the ones that shoot or like they have the ones that like look like a gun. So you can shoot it, but it looks like
Yeah.
a taser. Like
Yeah, and the electric things come out of it like
yeah, but it's a big yellow thing on it. This one doesn't have that. But boom. So dominant hand. I'll go like this: gun, taser, left hand, gun, right hand. So how do you grab a gun? Have a gun in your hand the whole time and saying, hold up. Not to mention, you have to take the safety off. You have to take the safety off the gun.
Right.
So you take the safety off the gun, boom, and say, I'll tase you.
you don't
I'll tase you, taser.
you don't have to take the safety off a taser.
You do. You got to arm the taser. Like you have to arm the taser. You have to arm it, turn it on, arm it, and then you can shoot it. Gun. You have to take the safety off the gun. You have to take the safety. It's not even the same thing. How?
I don't think it was a mistake. I mean, I don't
I'm
think,
saying I'm not saying it wasn't a mistake.
I don't think she intentionally meant to. Like, this wasn't a racially motivated, like you had said.
Nah, I wouldn't say this was like
a hate crime. Like, this
you know
wasn't-
what? To be honest with you, I wouldn't even say Derek Chauvin's was a racially motivated thing. I would say his was more of a power and authority
Yeah,
motivated thing.
yeah.
Like once the crowd was telling him to stop, he was just like, "I'm a cop. I'll
I'm
do
not
what I
going
want.
to.
I don't have to listen to you. You're not the boss of me.
Who are
I'm
you
gonna
to- I'll
keep my
stop
knee
when
on
I
this
want."
motherfucker's neck until I want to get off."
Yeah.
And that's what he did. That's why he's
I'll
in the
stop
prop.
when I feel
That's
like
where he
stopping.
is, where he is now. But with this, what's this young this
Kim Potter.
she's a human too, and I understand that. And I'm sure she's broken
Okay.
up and torn up inside.
So you think she should be charged with manslaughter?
Yes.
She was charged with 2nd-degree manslaughter, and then she posted bail for $100,000 bail today.
I think I think she should be charged with the same thing as anybody else with a firearm.
Because, mind you, it
With
was murder.
anybody else, hold up. Anybody else with a firearm, legal firearm, will be charged with if they killed somebody by accident.
Yeah. And she might get lucky to have it downgraded to manslaughter because she was saying in the video, "I'll tase you, I'll tase you, I'll tase you." Maybe that was her intent, but there's two differences. And a rookie, I can, like, okay, a rookie, they may be able to get away with that excuse.
A
But
26-year vet.
a 26-year vet, that excuse isn't going to work. It's just not.
No. You can't say that it may be an accident,
Yeah.
but
Maybe it was just the heat of the moment.
sometimes
and she wasn't
accident,
thinking.
maybe an accident, but accidents like that cannot happen.
Look,
A young man,
boy.
a baby, hold on.
he's 20 years
A
old.
baby with a baby lost his life.
He had a 2-year-old kid. Like,
A baby lost his life. I don't care. Some things are unexcusable. Like, you cannot excuse the fact that someone did that.
I'm
Like,
proud of the city of Minnesota for protesting yet again, for standing up for their rights,
standing up for their fucking their
freedom.
people.
Like, yeah, and their
Like-
people. Like, I'm proud of the city of Minnesota,
You-
and I'm glad they didn't stop. They thought just her resigning would be enough. Her and the chief of police resigned. Like, okay, everybody go home. She resigned. She quit.
yeah,
okay.
she don't work here no more. No.
Then they tried pressing
No.
charges against her, thinking that would be enough, and that's still not enough. They're still out there, and good for them.
If
as they
I
should be.
fucking if I shot somebody by accident, what would be my charge?
Mind you, all this happened in
Manslaughter?
the midst.
No, I would get murder. I
Yeah.
would get murder because that's exactly what it was. It was a murder.
Yeah,
It was a murder. It wasn't a manslaughter. It wasn't like they were fighting and he hit his head on the ground. She shot him unjustifiably. Like, she shot him. Her life was not in danger, but she took his life. Manslaughter? No, that's not manslaughter. That's murder.
the city's already
Maybe
on
not
uproar.
first degree murder. She didn't mean to do it. Definitely not. So 2nd degree, maybe 3rd degree murder, 2nd or 3rd degree murder. Man, it has to happen.
Yeah, it wasn't
Manslaughter
premeditated. She didn't go out
And
there with intent
or
to
2nd
kill.
or 3rd. She didn't mean. I'm sorry you didn't mean to do it,
Right, but
you did it.
Yeah.
Okay. If I don't mean to do something,
What happens?
But
in
you
the heat
still
of the moment?
are held to. You're still held responsible for your consequence. Like,
Minnesota
you're still
has
for your actions.
black
You're
mayor.
still responsible for it. Okay, regardless if it was intentional or not. I feel sorry for her, but a young man lost his life.
All right.
Okay,
You saw his
So-
mom crying, like mom was crying on TV. Like, he
that's
was 20.
crazy.
I was on the phone with him. He was talking about he had no insurance. He didn't have his insurance information. He got pulled over for a failure to appear warrant.
Failure to appear. A failure to appear. Fucking having
Oh,
air fresheners and
You're not allowed to have air fresheners.
expired registration.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not allowed to have
so
air
you
fresheners
draw
on
your
your
gun in
way
that
here.
circumstance. You draw your gun. Why?
Because they saw a
The-
colored boy.
What's that? A $200 worth of tickets?
They saw
Why?
a colored boy, and they're like, "Oh my god, he looks young, and he must have a gun." That's what they all think.
I don't know what they think, man. But
I told you
saying,
earlier.
I'll
Like,
tase you with a gun in your hand, and you shoot. You shot You shot and killed this kid?
There's
This baby? Look at that. Look at that. He don't even have fucking hair on his face.
this is happening everywhere. I told you earlier, patient for my job, and like she's an older patient in her 50s. Like, does she have psych issues or not? I don't know. But the cops busted down her door on Friday, kicked in her balcony door, her front door, her bedroom
Talk to the
window.
mic.
Yeah, kicked in all her doors. And this is Gloucester Township in Millbridge. Tased her, pepper sprayed her, and threw her in the psych ward. All
Why?
this for now. She's on a she called us today because she was supposed to come in for an appointment. She called us today because she's on some kind of involuntary hold. They won't let her leave. So she's like, I need to get a hold of my lawyer. Like, they won't let me leave, and they're trying to force me to take medication. All because she got mad and threw a bottle out her window, and it accidentally hit a car. And the owners of the car called the cops. When the cops came, she wouldn't open the door.
Okay.
So they kicked in her door.
Okay.
They kicked in her front door, her balcony door,
So they raided her crib.
yeah, she said there was like over 20 officers there. And she's like, they had no reason to bust in like that. She's like, I told them I'd talk to them tomorrow. I didn't want to talk to them by myself. I'm a black woman. I didn't want them coming to my house by myself. Like, I wanted my daughter to be there or something like that. And they refused to take it. She said they kicked her door in. Pepper sprayed her, tased her, and sent her to the psych ward.
How
And
old
this is in
lady?
Gloucester Township.
How old is
She's in
this
her
woman?
50s.
50-year-old woman tased,
Yes.
her
Pepper
door
sprayed.
kicked down because she threw a bottle out and hit a car.
Yeah. Pepper sprayed. Yep.
Ignorant as it may be.
Was
But-
she acting crazy? Probably. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what kind of issues was going on. If she was acting nuts, she told me she refused to open the door. Next thing she knew, they were in her living room. They kicked in her door and pepper sprayed her.
Last time I checked, you don't have to open your door if the cops are knocking at your door. You don't have to open your fucking door. You don't even have to acknowledge them. If you didn't call them,
I thought the same thing.
They can't kick in
Which
your
is
door,
why I
dude.
tried to tell her that. And she's like, I think it was illegal what they did. And
it is illegal.
This is around here. This is
You cannot kick somebody's door down. For what?
because she refused to open the door.
I don't have to open my door. What do you want?
So it'd be like
Leave me alone.
Me throwing a bottle at the neighbor's car and the neighbor calling the cops. And when the cops get here, I refuse to open the door. And they're like, no, they kicked the door in.
They kicked her door in?
Her front door, her balcony, and her bedroom window.
Oh, wow. Kicked in all her doors.
All her doors.
So they raided her crib
Yep, they came in from all directions.
over a thrown bottle.
Mhm.
Wow.
By hitting somebody's car with a bottle.
What, like a moving car?
No, it's parked. She said it was parked. There
A
was
parked
nobody
car?
in it. She said there was nobody in it. She's like, I didn't break a window or nothing.
So they didn't even know if she did it.
Right. Because she's like, I didn't break a window or nothing. Nobody was in the car. It was parked in a parking lot. And she's like, it left a dent in the side of the car. But she said the owners of the car called the cops.
Doesn't mean that you did it. They have to prove that you did it. I didn't do it. Like,
Right.
did you see me do it? No.
But I guess they
Okay.
knocked on her door and she said, I don't feel comfortable opening my door. I'm a black woman. I'm by myself. And I don't feel comfortable letting
So
you
they
in.
Kicked her door in.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a lawsuit, dude.
That's what she's like. I need to get a hold of
That's
my
a
lawyer.
lawsuit.
Because she's like, now they got her at Jefferson Hospital in Cherry Hill on an involuntary psych hold. They won't let her leave.
Really?
They won't let her leave.
Really?
Now, was she acting crazy? I don't know. I don't know the whole like story behind it or like how she was acting when they did come in the house.
Talking to the mind.
Yeah, like I don't know. Was she acting nuts? Maybe. Was
Okay.
she acting
Wouldn't you be acting
crazy?
nuts? Wouldn't you be acting nuts if the cops kicked in your door for no
And
fucking
As
reason?
she said,
Over a thrown bottle?
She told me, she's like, I'm a older black woman. I live by myself. I watch the news. I hear stuff. Like, I'm not stupid. She's like, I'm afraid of the cops. I didn't want them in my house by myself when I was there by myself.
I wouldn't open the door either. Like, what do you want? I
And
didn't
she
call
said,
you.
I will
cool.
come down to the police station tomorrow. And they said, no, you're going to talk now, today. So they kicked her door in.
Okay.
She called us today because she's like, they haven't been letting her use the phone. Today was the first day they actually let her use the phone.
So she called her doctor's office.
Yeah. She needed her lawyer's number.
Wow. Did you give it to her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So listen, what should happen to this officer in your opinion?
Oh, she absolutely should be charged with murder.
Murder, right?
Yeah.
If you're not responsible enough to wield a gun, you should not have a gun. If you're not responsible enough to
life, like I don't
you
care.
took someone's life. I don't care if you remorse. Oh, I'm sorry.
You met the door or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that supposed to make it okay?
That just be
No.
That's like me and you having an argument, and I shoot you. Like I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
So it's okay. You're gonna get charged with manslaughter
Because you said you didn't mean it, and you showed so much remorse right after you did it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that. You killed a man.
Yeah.
You killed a man.
So I warned you that I was gonna tase you, but I accidentally pulled my gun. But
No.
it doesn't even
Unacceptable.
sound right.
No.
That's the excuse she came up with afterwards.
Yeah. No.
She pulled her gun on
you
purpose.
You could tell she was like, oh shit, I shot him.
Yeah.
I think she was trying to scare him.
She was trying to scare him. She pulled her gun on purpose.
Fucking pulled the trigger by accident.
Yeah, I think
But
me too.
I don't know why she was saying taser either. Because there's a difference between having a taser and a gun.
Right.
You armed your gun. It's not like you were like, it's not like you pull your gun and it's ready to fire right away.
And I don't care
You
if
pulled the motherfucking safety off. I'm not buying it. You pulled the safety off, which makes it armed and ready to shoot.
And I don't care if he was resisting arrest or refusing or
fuck that.
I
That's
guess
a fucking ticket. Okay.
Like if you watch the video, she tried to put him in cuffs and he turned around.
The
Like
guy
hopped
was
back
trying.
in the
The
car.
other guy was trying to put him in cuffs.
He hopped back in the car and tried
And
to
when
drive
he said
away.
taser, the one cop jumped back too. Like, whoa, let me watch out.
Yeah.
And then she fucking shoots him.
And
you
then
can't do it.
The kid drives away and ends up smacking into a car down the street because he's dead.
Dead.
Nuts. Like, and of course, Minnesota's already going nuts because the George Floyd trial is going on right now. So I don't blame them. They haven't
healed
the city
no one is
from
healed
that.
from fucking watching George Floyd thing.
And now you got another one, like, and he's not the first. He's not the first one since then.
No.
But of course, Ben Crump is on the case.
Yeah, Cat and Bryn.
Benjamin Crump is on the case.
You just can't have it, man. That's just not a good enough excuse. It was it was an accident.
Right.
She misfired.
They all
you
say
can't misfire a fucking gun. You can't,
Derek
if I go
Chauvin-
hunting, listen, if I go hunting with my friends, right? And I accidentally shoot my friend
instead of a deer.
What happens?
Yeah, it's murder.
It's
Derek
murder.
Chauvin said he didn't mean to kill George Floyd. He was worried about the crowd. He wasn't paying attention to how long he was kneeling on his neck because he was so worried about the crowd.
Even if I shoot him and he doesn't die, it's aggravated. I would get more than manslaughter, secondary man. I would be aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or attempted murder. What? No.
For her,
you can't. They have to charge her with more than that.
She's always facing up to 10 years
She
in
seems
jail.
like a nice lady, but I'm sorry. Is that her picture?
That's her, yeah. He said she's always facing up to 10 years in jail.
Oh, wow. Is that it?
Only 10 years and a $20,000 fine.
Oh,
that's
wow.
it. For
hold on, let's
killing
I want to see that video. Poor family, poor Wright family. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just can't have remorse for a person that fucking shoots and kills somebody and says that you did it by accident.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. I don't want to just her mugshot is not enough.
No.
Hey, wait, she got bailed out, right?
Yep, she got bailed out.
What was her bail?
$100,000 bail.
$100,000 bail.
Which is what, $10,000?
Yeah.
This is not enough. I'm sorry. And the whole thing is, as soon as this happened, they were so worried about the George Floyd trial because they're like, oh my God, should we sequester the jury because we don't want them to go home, hear this, and have their opinion changed on cops because of now there's another police shooting in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they were like going back and forth for a while on whether or not they should sequester the jury.
This doesn't really have nothing to do with this.
Right. We got to let them. Yeah.
It's still fucking the cops taking somebody's life.
Yeah. And they're like, we decided from the beginning we weren't going to sequester them. We're going to let them go home to their families. Like,
All right, switch that last shot to the background shot. Then we'll finish this up because I don't want this to be too long. And then where they were arresting them and shit.
That one.
Is it that one?
Oh yeah, that one. The poor boy.
Okay. I'm gonna slide out the way and I'm gonna talk. Let me see. Yeah, just out the way.
He looked like he's in like military clothes, but I guess it's not. It just looks like that.
Okay.
He wasn't even in his car. He was in his mom's car. Like.
All right. So
I guess.
The picture to you, this picture here,
It's him and
no.
his son.
this picture here is
Him being
where
arrested by her.
he's being arrested. That's not her. He's being arrested, but at the same time, for some reason, he decides to jump back in the car, which is now resisting arrest.
Right.
For such minor shit. Like, I don't know
And
what
that
he
means
was
pull your
thinking.
gun out.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with somebody with such minor offenses, why would you pull? I understand the taser, but how?
But
How
that's
do you
pulling your gun out on a traffic stop. That's basically a traffic stop. Like,
basically?
you know how many times I've gotten arrested for not bad registration, not having insurance or something like that. Registration expires. Like,
Yeah,
so
it happens.
that means pull your gun out on me because I failed to appear to a court date and I have bad registration and insurance.
Yeah, a court date.
I'm automatically an animal because my registration and insurance is bad.
Like, I think they need to make a law where they're saying like under a warrant under a certain amount of money is just not worthy of being arrested for.
Right now, it's a failure to appear, but if that's the case, it is. Yeah, they ROR you on anything under $500.
But why do they got to take you down to the station?
Because how else are you going to get your court date reassigned?
Okay,
there'll
mail
be
it to
people.
me. Mail it to me.
But that's the thing; nobody will show up.
Okay,
They'll be like, I didn't get it.
So you got to arrest me?
I didn't get
These
it.
arrests are going bad.
Yeah,
These arrests are going bad. People are losing their lives over stupid shit.
They're traffic
because
stops.
of these cops are so reckless and
traffic stop. They
over
need to do
dumb
away
shit.
with the traffic stops.
Traffic tickets.
Yes.
You're killing people over traffic tickets now?
Cops should not be allowed to arrest people. Get a meter made.
Yeah.
Get a parking meter made.
That's what I'm saying.
They go around and give tickets.
Just have them pay it. That's it. Like,
but not everybody does, though. You know that.
Who cares? They don't need the money.
But you know they want it, though.
$40?
They want it.
For something stupid?
That's why they want to drag you down to court. So
they don't have to arrest you. They should not be allowed to arrest you over anything under $1,000.
And actually, they're not. I mean, from my recent experience, they were supposed to ROR you right there on the street.
They're not. They shouldn't be allowed to arrest you
unless you have a warrant for something else. Oh, he said. John Rogers said Daunte had a warrant out for his arrest for using a gun to steal $800 from a woman.
That's not what his warrant was for. That's not what his warrant was for.
I heard it was a failure to appear.
And even if it was, still, you don't shoot somebody. You don't shoot somebody. I'm sorry, John, Mr. Rogers. I'm sorry. You don't shoot.
He said, dude, it is.
You would shoot somebody for $800?
No, I think he's saying his warrant is. Look it up.
Okay, yeah, look it up. Let's look it up real quick. All right, we're gonna look it up, John. Send him the.
It's already on there. You can call in if you want.
Hop up on here, John.
Click on the StreamYard link in the chat if you want to.
I would like to talk to you, man. I would like to talk to you. Just so we can bounce some ideas off of each other. I don't know exactly what's going on, but if that's what it is, man, like. He had a warrant for
using a gun to rob somebody.
So he had a warrant for that. I mean, how'd they get away with it in the first place? Regardless if he warrant or not, man.
And they stopped him because of an expired registration.
Okay.
And because of the air fresheners hanging from his rearview mirror. Yeah. For an outstanding warrant over a missed court date.
Yeah, dude, what are you talking about? That kid had nervous face.
He said, no, I agree there. No, she shouldn't have shot him. I agree there. No, I wouldn't shoot someone.
Now, John, just honestly, what do you think should happen to the police officer over this? What do you think should happen to her? It was an accident, so she says. But how can light taser, I know it's not the taser like this. It's one of those shooting tasers, but it's still lighter than a handgun, This is neither or. This is not the taser that they use, and this is definitely not the gun that they use. But gun, taser, there's two different things.
He said, oh, she should do missed court date because of robbing someone.
Okay. All right.
And he said, oh, she should do some time she should do some jail time. Do you think 10 years is long enough?
Robbing somebody's not a death sentence, buddy. He didn't kill nobody.
I mean, yeah, because I've had, and they don't know what the warrant is for when they're pulling you over. They don't know. They just know you have a warrant.
Yes.
I recently got arrested for the same thing, for a warrant. They had no idea what my warrant was for until they actually took me to the police station and they got the paperwork from the township that I actually had the warrant from. They asked me what I had a warrant for. They didn't know.
Traffic tickets.
So they had no idea that this boy had a warrant for robbing
whatever
somebody.
he did. But who
They
cares
just knew
if
that he had a warrant.
All right, just because you rob somebody doesn't mean you should be executed in your car.
But I'm saying that that was no reason for them to be alarmed. Like, oh my God, he might have a gun.
Over
He
air
has a
fresheners,
warrant.
a missed court date. No matter what he missed court for, it still was a missed court date.
Right. And that's all they know it as is a missed court date.
How much, if you're on the jury, John, Mr. Rogers, how much time does this officer,
Potter.
Mrs. Potter, how much time should she get? I'm not saying throw her life away, but if you did this, shot somebody by accident, if I did this, if she did this, we would be facing 25
He said,
to life.
What's the max I can give her?
On a manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, I think it's 10
They
years.
said 10 years. In Minnesota, yeah.
10 years total.
In Minnesota,
Plus a
yep.
$20,000 fine.
Yep.
Now,
Do you think that's justifiable?
is that worth
Taking
that-
a man's life.
took a
This-
man's
This
life?
little boy grown up without a father. Like,
A baby, with a kid without hair on his face.
he said, well, give her 10 years.
10 years?
You think 10 years is justifiable for killing somebody? I don't care. Like, maybe she didn't do it intentionally. Maybe she did. We don't know what was going on.
I don't think she did it on purpose.
I'm thinking he did.
I just think that's just a poor mistake.
for a 26-year veteran. Yes.
An unthinkable, unexcusable mistake that should never happen. But I don't understand how that kind of mistake could actually happen.
Well, like I said, it'd be justifiable if she was a rookie, but not a
No,
veteran.
but it's the law. Yeah, it's the law.
Yeah, 10 years is the law.
On the screen. Yeah, it's the law.
It's the law in Minnesota. Yeah.
So I just don't get it. But if
Why you think she should be charged with murder?
yes, some
Not
type
manslaughter.
of second-degree murder. Yeah, third-degree murder, something like that.
Which is how much?
And if she
time?
can beat that, that's the same thing that Chauvin got for
Right.
putting his knee on George Floyd's neck.
But he got multiple second and third degree charges.
So we'll see how that plays out. But do I think her actions or her crime was as egregious as
No.
Derek Chauvin's?
Nah.
I don't think so.
No,
I
I agree.
think his was done deliberately.
I think she pulled out her gun to scare him.
Yeah,
And when that didn't work,
I think so too.
but yeah, I think she pulled out the gun just to scare him. And when that didn't work, I don't think maybe she forgot she had the gun in her hand and she thought it was her taser. But I think she first pulled out the gun because he wasn't listening to her and he was trying to scare her. Intent too.
I think second degree murder does mean intent.
Yeah.
I think second degree murder means intent, but not premeditated. It means intent, but not premeditated.
Yeah, like
just
you didn't plan it.
spur of the moment.
Yeah.
I just killed you, but I meant to do it. That's what I think. That's what I think. Second degree murder is. So we'll see. Who knows that?
Huh? I don't know about double that.
No,
No, read it.
no, we're not on sure. But all right, well, John,
Yeah.
if this was your child, maybe you would feel a little bit different, Mr. Rogers.
I agree with the protesting, standing up for their rights again. Once again, they said this happened 10 miles from where George Floyd was murdered.
Has nothing to do. George Floyd has nothing to do with this. If this was your kid, John Rogers, if this was your kid, if this was your son,
20-year-old.
if this was your daughter, how would you feel then? Would you feel 10 years was enough? I don't think so. Would you accept the fact that it was an accident? I don't think so.
That you'll never see your kid again because a veteran cop made a mistake.
It's a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
I think she pulled the hammer
To scare him.
to scare him.
Yes. And then she forgot she had it in her hand.
Was talking about, I'm going to tase this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to tase this motherfucker.
In the heat of the moment.
shot him.
Yep. She probably thought, like, I don't know, maybe she thought she put it back on her belt. She grabbed her taser, in the heat of the moment. You know, sometimes you forget what you're doing in the middle of a scuffle.
But it wasn't even that big of a scuffle.
No, it wasn't.
It was 30 seconds and she shot him. 30 seconds and she shot him.
Yeah, that was a quick video.
That was too quick for her to even call it a scuffle. He was wrestling with the other officer, not even her. Taser! I'm gonna tase you! I'm gonna tase you!
Yeah.
I'm gonna tase you!
He's standing
I'm
off
gonna
back to
pow! And fatality.
Mhm.
Come on, man. Unacceptable, man.
Yeah, she was
You can't
standing
have
off
that.
to the side.
You can't have that. But anything else you got to add to this?
No, I mean, I know they said the mayor of Minnesota said that she will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, whatever that means
Yeah,
in
we'll see.
Minnesota. But
we'll see. We'll see once Derek
I just know it needs
Chavin's
to end.
once
Like,
Derek Chavin's on vacation next week, because that motherfucker's not going to jail.
you don't think so?
I think he's going to jail. I'm just talking shit.
I mean, I can see him getting off.
I can also see him getting off.
I could see him getting off. Like you said, all the
Nah,
takes
he
is
ain't
one.
getting off. Like either, like with not to keep
I can
talking about
see it.
Chavin, but either you let him die or you killed him.
Either way,
Either
you didn't
way,
help him.
You didn't help him.
Yeah,
All right, plain and simple.
your job.
Either way,
was to
you didn't help him, and that's your job as a police officer to serve and protect, not
and to administer aid
not
when needed.
fucking execute and then act like you and then deny it. Like either you let him die or you killed him. Murder, manslaughter, one or the other. So I think he's going to get murder because there's no reason to kneel on the man's neck like that after he's unconscious. And then once the fucking ambulance gets there, you just still act like
EMTs have to make them like, okay.
the ambulance had to get off. I'm like, come on,
all right,
dog.
we
Like,
got him.
Yeah, get up, man.
We got
come
him.
on, bro. Hold up, get up.
He was
And he's
that
still
worried.
sitting there kneeling on his neck, fucking listening to the crowd like Hulk Hogan. Like,
Yeah.
what'd you say? What you
Who's
say?
next?
What'd you say?
Who's
what?
next?
What? I'm not listening to none of you motherfuckers. Here comes the big motherfucking knee. Boom, back on his neck. Fuck you guys. I'm the fucking law here. See this right here? I'm a cop.
Y'all want some too?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what he was doing.
yeah.
I'm a cop. Look at this motherfucking
I
badge
got the
right here.
badge.
Look at this badge right here.
And I would stay here as long as I want to stay here.
I'll kneel on this motherfucker's neck. All I want is nothing that goddamn one of you do. None of you. Take me all you want. I'm smiling, bitch. I'm smiling.
I'm gonna get off.
I got my
just
hands
like
in my
I've been
pocket.
Got off on
what I'm
what?
saying?
15 other charges. I'm gonna get off on this one too.
I shot a motherfucking project last year. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I'm a motherfucking cop. That's what he was thinking.
I wouldn't be shocked.
All the motherfucking people yelling at him just pumped him up like, yeah, fuck
What?
you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, fuck you. I'm gonna motherfuck and fuck this motherfucker under my knee. I don't gotta get up if I don't want to. I'll get up when I want to.
We see like
Yep.
how another cops killed another person, and how the city protested again. What do you think's gonna happen if they do let this man off?
Derek Chauvin?
Mm.
I don't want to
Think-
know.
think
I
they're
ain't
gonna-
trying. I ain't trying to.
they're
speak
gonna
ill into-
burn
I'm not
Minnesota
trying to.
down?
I'm not trying. No.
I mean,
I
because
think
it
it's gonna
could
be worse than just
happen.
Minnesota.
It could happen.
I don't want to even speak ill about anything like that. I don't even know what's going to happen. I
It
don't
could
want to know what's
happen.
going to happen, but I hope justice is served, and we'll see what happens after that.
It could happen.
If they let him off, I don't want to see what happens. I don't want to know what happens. I don't want to see what happens. Just wake me up when it's over. Like I
'Cause
don't want to
I
know.
can see it.
But
I don't believe in the justice system, but I can see it.
Okay, we'll see.
I can see
We'll
it.
see.
Because it's not up to them. It's up to us, people like us, the jury. Ultimately,
Yeah.
people are split, man.
What? Derek Chauvin?
Yeah.
Ain't no split.
Yes, there is.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, you need to
It
look
is
it up.
not a split.
There's people
It is
that
not a
think
split.
that man was murdered, and there's people that think that he overdosed. Yes, there is. It's split. Yes, it is.
Mm-mm.
There's plenty of people that
It's
think.
way more people that think he was. It's way more people that know he was murdered, and it's like a small
there's
percentage
enough.
of people that think that he was he OD'd.
There's enough, and
Mm.
all it takes is one.
Okay, we'll see. Just let them. They can let him go if they want. We'll see.
That's what I said. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I have no faith in the justice system. It's never did me right. So
Yeah,
I have
me
no
either.
faith in it.
Me either. But let's finish this up. Let's end it.
Subscribe to the channel.
That's what I was about to say. Subscribe to the channel.
Make sure you hit the
Thumbs up, please. Please thumbs it up.
Or some
It's
money in
free.
Cash
Thumb,
App.
it doesn't hurt. It doesn't charge you to thumbs up.
Or subscribe.
Subscribe. It's free. Subscribe, like it, and if you want to be
feeling
generous,
throw some money in the Cash App.
throw some money in that Cash App.
We won't send
Hit
it
the
back.
Cash
We'll
App.
take it.
Hit the Cash App. I'll take $1 won't hurt you, man, but it would mean the world to me.
Yeah.
So, or us, to us. So, thank you guys for listening, and thumbs it up. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time on another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio.
Peace.